Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm, we're going to be playing Garrosh, who is one of my favorite tanks, if not my favorite tank currently in the game. This is a Diamond League game, this is Storm League, so this has been drafted, as was the enemy team's comp drafted, and we're playing on Alt-Direct Pass. So this is a YouTube video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We do 4 of these videos a week. This week is going to end up being full tank Storm League week. So we're going to cap it off with Arthas tomorrow on Barax's holdout. But moreover, today we're talking about Garrosh. I'm going to try to get through all of his abilities and his talents first as quick as I can so I can talk about the nuance of them, because there is a lot of nuance to this character. Yeah. A lot of things you need to know. A lot of things that you need to be good at doing, and sometimes it's hard unless someone's telling you what exactly that stuff is. So our Q ability, it's called Groundbreaker. It is a conal ability, and you can see it right there. It is going to deal more damage. Actually, no, it doesn't deal more damage at the tip. It does the consistent amount of damage. So 84 damage in the entire area, but at the tip of the ability, at the edge, it is going to knock people up for 0.5 seconds, and is going to slow them for 40% for 2 seconds, which is a significant slow, mind you. Anything over 35 is really noticeable, even 35 being pretty significant. But that's our Q. You do want to aim it for the tip, so if you're not good at landing your Q ability, you either want to get good or you want to find another character to play, because Garrosh is kind of skill shot intense, so make that happen if you decide to pick this character up. Bloodthirst is our W ability. It's a point and click ability, and it is going to give us 10% of our missing health back in healing when we hit a target. So if we're hitting non-heroic targets, we're getting 10%, and if we hit heroic targets, we're going to get double that. So we're going to get 20% of our maximum, or not our maximum, our missing health back when we hit our W on heroic targets, which is a significant amount of healing the lower health that you are. And that's going to couple extremely well with Garrosh's trait, which we'll talk about in a second. Your E ability is called Wrecking Ball. This is going to let Garrosh toss an enemy minion, mercenary, or hero to the target location, and is going to slow them by 30%. I think it's 2.5. So the 30% slow on Wrecking Ball isn't really the reason that it's good. Obviously, repositioning characters is the most important part of the ability. Now, the trouble that I see a lot of people having is how the ability works. And I guess it messes with a lot of people how you have to push the buttons or where you have to be standing, because Garrosh only throws people that he's standing on top of. So if you're standing on top of a minion, you're going to throw that minion. If you're standing on top of a hero, you're going to throw that hero. You can see a small indicator. It's just a horde insignia on whoever Garrosh is about to throw. So, good news is, if you're standing out in the middle of nowhere and it's just you and another hero, you're going to toss that hero. If you're standing in the middle of a minion wave trying to throw a hero, you're not going to get a hero, because I guarantee you that you're standing directly on top of a minion. But they go towards your cursor. So you walk towards the character that you want to throw, and then once your body is located close enough to them to get that indicator, you're going to put your mouse where you want to throw them. And that is where they'll be tossed. I don't know if I explained it very well. I mean, a lot of people that I've played with have trouble figuring this ability out, how to use it. So that is how it works. Let me know if you need a better explanation. Really, I would say just go into try mode, get a feel for it. That'll really just sink it in. If you really just don't get it, even though I feel like most people do. But anyway, our trait, moving on, is going to be Armor Up. And Garrosh is going to get 1 armor for every 2% of his maximum health that is missing. Caught him with the tip there. Is he going to die? He got caught with the Imperious tip as well, and Imperious is going to blast him with the Flash of Anger while we toss the Alexstrasza to her certain death. It's like Sylvanas is going to die too. Yeah, it could have been worse. So, Armor up means that you can see our armor right now, 25 armor, just permanently for having this amount of health. And the lower that we go, we're going to get more armor all the way up to a maximum of 40. Because that... Oh, no. No, I had armor from Uther there. I was like, wow, wait, it just went over. But, yeah. Yeah, Uther gave us some armor. With his healing. Which, coincidentally, isn't terrible. Because, you know, even though armor doesn't stack, putting more armor on Garrosh when he's at a higher health is still really good. Because, like, he can basically have a ridiculously high amount of armor for his entire health bar. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Who knows? Can I get to him in time? I cannot. I'm just going to get a couple stacks for our level 1 talent instead. But the trait out of the way, our ultimate choices are going to be Warlord's Challenge and then Decimate. Warlord's Challenge is a taunt. It's an AoE. It happens almost instantaneously. And it forces everybody in the AoE to attack Garrosh, and they are silenced for the duration. I think it is 2 seconds. That's a 2-second taunt where everybody around Garrosh is attacking him and walking towards him. So, it's pretty good. It's kind of like a mini mosh pit, and you don't have to channel it. That being said, you still have to have your team, you know, follow up on the damage to keep those kills. But in this game, we're actually going to be taking Decimate. Decimate is the underutilized ultimate choice of Garrosh's everywhere, and Decimate is actually going to be a huge threat range for the character. The circle with the slow is so large around Garrosh that it's almost impossible for characters with low mobility like Alexstrasza and Chromie and Zul'jin to get away from him once he starts walking at them with Decimate up. So, Decimate is going to slow people by 40%, and I believe that slow is 1.5 seconds. Yes. Not only that, but we get 3 charges of this ability, and it is going to deal... It's only dealing 74 damage, but it's going to deal double that to heroes. So, 74, we're at 148. 148 damage to heroes, and the cooldown is going to be reduced every time that we hit a hero with it. So it's on an 8-second cooldown. You can see if we hit more than a couple people, we're basically going to have constant uptime on our ultimate. Just going to dodge that Chromie loop real quick with our Indomitable. Take the Zul'jin kill as well. Like, the area around Garrosh is so massive with Decimate that it's impossible for people to step up to him unless there is a tank that can just CC him or some burst damage that can really shut him down. So I would never take Decimate into characters like Tychus or Malthael or Greymane specifically. Like, those big bursty percent damage, never, ever do you want to take Decimate, because you want to have those characters blown up super fast. And really, I mean, theoretically, you don't want to pick Garrosh into that stuff. So, all of our abilities out of the way, we can start talking about our build. At level 1, we are picking up Warbreaker, which is a questing talent. It is going to be giving us rewards at 2 tiers. So once we hit 5, that arrow... Oh my god! Okay, I'm sorry, I need to recover from that. Just give me... Gotta breathe, that was so good. Alright, I'm good. I'm good again. So, 2-tier quest. The first tier is at 5 stacks. So when you hit 5 stacks of the level 1 quest, you're going to get extra damage on your Q. That's going to happen over time. This one. 275 additional damage over 3 seconds after they're stunned. So we do have to hit them with the tip of Groundbreaker. That's the important part. But you can see it ticking down on Muradin right now. It's a pretty good chunk of damage. And then once we hit 15 characters to complete the entire quest, please don't go over there. There's a march. You're walking directly into it. What do you think is going to happen? Anyway. Yeah, no, I'm not going over there to die as well. After hitting 15, we're going to permanently reduce Groundbreaker's cooldown by 2 seconds, which is going to take it from 8 to 6. And talents that we're taking later on in the build really need that cooldown reduction to shine to their maximum efficiency. So you'll see, but it's going to be real good. Now, our level 4 talent is Indomitable, and I am going to tell you 99.9% of the games you're going to need Indomitable. The other talents have super niche situations where you're going to use them, and it's typically only going to be in quick match. So In for the Kill is for offlane Garrosh, and then Thirst for Battle is going to be in the instance where you don't need to dodge any CC. When there is 0 CC on the enemy team, you can take Thirst for Battle, and you can go full auto attack Garrosh. I mean, it'll be a thing. Now, our next talent here is probably going to be a little bit disputed. Just dodging that Murden stun passively, even though I hit my Indomitable way too early, he still fucked it up. So, fuck yeah. It's going to get that Murky away from me because I don't want that bad boy on my nuts anymore. And the enemy team has finally decided that they can't stand under our tower trying to kill me as I take out their fish boy. So level 7, we're picking up Intimidation. I know. What? I'm not taking... That was a 3-man spear. That was amazing. Huge. Oh my god, that scan was nuts. And Alexstrasza is gonna get out of the heal before she can get any healing from it, so I can just toss her right back. Woo! The other cool thing about Decimate is that the slow is actually buffing the damage from Phoenix's ult. I know what it's called. Because it's not Planet Cracker. It's the less fun one, but the good one. Fuck. I don't remember. Where you at? Purification Salvo. I knew that. It's such a pretentious ass name too, and I can't believe I forgot it. Anyway, that ult does more damage when people are slowed. So, since we're hitting so many people with Decimate, if he scans those people and then blasts them and they're slowed, they're gonna eat fuck tons of damage, and it is insane just how good they work together. But our level 7 talent, since I keep getting away from it, I'm not picking into the Fray because, unfortunately, in these games, even though they're not quick match games, people really, really enjoy standing on top of me. Especially when I'm running in to try to save someone with Into the Fray. I will have a teammate just butt-fucking me the entire time while I'm trying to hit this fucking save button on said hero. So I have opted to go into the other 2 talents at this tier more often because they're just more consistent. They're easier to capitalize on. I don't have to worry about someone I'm tossing in aggressively wasting it by running away immediately, or all of my teammates standing on top of me while I'm trying to save their dumbasses. It's like, I will pass until I can get to the point where the games really require me to have that. So, all that being said, Intimidation, what this is going to do is allow us to reduce attack speed by 40% for 4 seconds. And I specifically took it for Zul'jin. I also could have taken Oppressor for Chromie and Alexstrasza. Both reducing the spell power on those characters is really important. But Intimidation lasts as long as Tazdingo. Tazdingo is a 4-second ability, and if we hit them with Intimidation, no matter whether it's the edge or the just the regular cone, he's going to have his attack speed reduced for the full Tazdingo, which is going to make him much more mortal. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't like the way this team fight was going at all. So we'll look at some other people, because, oh no. Are you going to get out? Oh my god, you made it. Who else do we have here? Phoenix looking out in the middle of everything, dodging that hammer. Nah, that was telegraphed as fuck. We almost just won the game passively, but it didn't happen. Well. So, back to the talents themselves. Intimidation, super, super, super good against Zul'jin. Just remember, anytime he pops Tazdingo, if we hit him with the Q, his Tazdingo is 40% less effective, and it will show, I promise you. Not only that, once we hit 20, he's going to be getting even less healing because he has to deal damage with Amani Resilience to get healing. And if he's attack speed slowed, he's not going to be getting much damage. He's not going to be... You can see the train of thought there. So, 13 is our next talent here. We are going to be taking defensive measures. This talent is going to be very, 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 very good as long as you're good at hitting Groundbreaker. Now, the reduced cooldown at our level 1 quest being completed makes those shields a lot easier to hit. Are you going to live? I've got you. You've been saved by Decimate. Please spread the word. We're going to take out Zul'jin as well. Oh, yeah. Oh! I didn't even feel the need to groundbreak him because he was so fucking dead there was just nothing to it. I think Murky and Chromie are down here trying to do this, and Imperius really wants us to go down there to deal with it. So, I'm game. I have an entire health bar. Let's go do it. Yep, there's Chromie. It is a March of Murlocs. I'm eating a ton of fish. I hate it. I'm not going to be able to stop the temporal loop this time, but at the same time, I just don't actually give a shit. And we'll stand there and watch it happen. But defensive measures is going to give you a shield every time that you hit with the tip of your Groundbreaker. So, we're going to get a 767 point shield for 6 seconds. And that stacks with the number of people you're going to hit with your Q. It's insane. If you hit 5 people, which is kind of a, perfect scenario, you're going to have a 3,500 point shield. It's absolutely fucking nuts how much survivability you can get from this talent as long as you're good at aiming. Which, realistically isn't the easiest thing in the world. I really wish... I didn't think he was going to kill me. I thought I was going to be able to get in range for my W, which probably would have let me live through at least one more auto attack, but looks like we're just getting blasted on the core again. Everybody's down. Zul'jin finishes Headhunter, and we're still in decent position. I mean, even though the core is less than 6,000 health and it's regenerating, all our waves are pushed super, super far in, and I think he had redemption, didn't he? Uther had redemption? He does, yes. So even Uther's death really wasn't that important. At level 16, we're picking up Seasoned Soldier. Now, the reason that I'm taking this is because the bonuses that you're getting from Seasoned Soldier are so generally useful. Yes, please leave. Don't die. Don't die for that. Not worth dying for. It's okay to give that. There's plenty of infrastructure in between. I love it. Thank you for making the right decision, Uther. But Seasoned Soldier is going to give you 5% maximum health. Maximum health is extremely, extremely good for Garrosh because that gives us more of a window to get more armor. The more max health we get, the more armor potential that we have, and then the more healing that we can get with our W. So not only are we getting that maximum health increase, oh my god, we are also getting the Groundbreaker slow duration increased by 1 second, and we're getting an additional charge on our W. So, oh my god, everything's going so well. I need to get forward there. I need to hit that for the Q shield, which is going to save us from all that Murloc damage. Awesome. Saved by the shield, saved by the level 20 talent, by the way, Deadly Calm. Deadly Calm is going to be reducing all of the characters hit by Decimate's damage by 40%. Absolutely fucking killer. Because of that 40% damage reduction, Garrosh can live through basically anything, can heal through so much, and since we have 2 charges of our Bloodthirst, we can heal a crazy amount, because the enemy team will just never be able to kill us with their reduced damage, our insane amount of armor, and all the healing that we can do. So, yes. 20 talent tier is OP for Garrosh, BTW. Phoenix is dead, but we're going to take out the court. There's no way Murky can stop all of us. So that's going to be it for this game. I hope that you got something out of this build, specifically when and how to play Decimate and what it's going to be good into, coupled with the build that At 16, I made the decision for Seasoned Soldier instead because I wanted more opportunities to heal rather than getting the stun or the reduced cooldown on our EQ combo. So that is how that works. In case you need him again, the build is going to be Warbreaker at 1. It's going to be Indomitable. Wow, I can say the word, I just have to stop going so fast. At 4, we've got Intimidation at 7, Decimate at 10. We've got Defensive Measures at 13. We've got Seasoned Soldier at 16. And we've got Deadly Calm at 20. So, if you're playing Garrosh, he is a difficult tank to play, but I promise you, you will not find a more rewarding tank in the entire game to pick up. His engage is so much fun. His ults are very, very, very significant in what they can do, depending on what you're playing them into, and you will always be able to bait characters on the enemy team into making bad decisions, which is another, super feels good man for me. I mean, honestly. Ooh, so good. Other things that you probably need to figure out with Garrosh, though, are how to flank from bushes, how to come in from where the enemy team is not expecting you to. You gotta learn how to land the Groundbreaker edge knock up very, very much. Your W, also want to make sure that you're playing chicken to the last possible second with that, so you can get maximum healing out of that. And then your E, it's really simple, but you do have to kind of be aware of how you are approaching to get the throw, because if you take a lot of poke damage with Garrosh while you're trying to throw someone, you're basically going to toss them, you're going to get murdered, and then you're going to have a bad time. So be careful on your approach, but have fun with the character. I promise you, you will not find another tank like him. He's just so... chef's kiss. That's going to be it for me for today. GG's. We will be back tomorrow with Arthas, and we're going to be playing some Q build on Brax's Holdouts, because playing that build, well, you'll see why, but I'll see you then.